We're just 1 month away from Apple's biggest event of the year, and the iPhone 16 is leaking in some major ways. Plus, Apple is reportedly delaying one of the iPhone 16's biggest features, and which Apple products are a bad buy right now in 2024. You've got questions, I've got answers, lots of Apple news to break down in this video, so why am I still talking in the intro? Let's just jump right in. Okay, so now that we're officially in August, we're about 1 month away from the biggest Apple event of the year. That, of course, is the September event where Tim Cook and a host of other Apple execs will take the stage and show off a slew of new products. Of course, we're expecting the all-new iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Pro, the Apple Watch Ultra 3, a all-new Apple Watch Series 10, and maybe a surprise or two in there as well, and just sort of a lot of great Apple products launching this fall. And it's always about this time during the year that I get a lot of questions on whether I should buy something now or whether I should wait. We know that new iPhones are coming and new Apple Watches, but what about new AirPods and new Macs? And if you're sort of starting to look at what you might be buying friends or family members or asking Santa Claus for later on this holiday season, you might be wondering whether you should buy now or whether you should wait. So why don't I just hop on the Apple website and like rapid fire through this stuff super quick based off of all the leaks and info we've got right now. All right, so I'm just here perusing in the Apple Store app. Let's see here. So iPhone, this is obvious. I would definitely not buy a new iPhone right now, especially when you're paying retail. I would wait for the iPhone 16 coming in about a month. Same goes for the Apple Watch. There will be deals to be had on these things, guys, but if you're going through Apple, you're paying full retail. So do not buy one of those new things now. On the iPad side, things here are a little interesting. Now, obviously, there's the new iPad Pro, so if you're in that market, go for it, buy it. Same goes for the iPad Air. Great hardware there, you'll be happy. Now, in terms of the other stuff, the base iPad, we're hearing some rumors about a slight spec bump here, but given that you can find this thing, it's at $350 at Apple, but usually like on Amazon and Best Buy and other places, it's like $300. If you find a good deal on it, I'd probably take it given you're looking at the base end with a very potential slight spec bump coming. So that one I'm a little iffy on. For the iPad mini, it's kind of tough. This is $500, so it's really not cheap. And we're also hearing about some updates here as well. The only reason I might suggest waiting to buy this is because the update should be coming with some minor spec bumps, but also a fix to the display. You might remember when the iPad mini first launched, there was the whole jelly scrolling issue that I think by and large has been fixed with some software updates. But if I was in the market for an iPad mini, I'd want to wait for the better processor and the screen fix, those two things at least. So I'd probably wait on that front. All right, moving on from that, let's take a look at Mac. Now, this is where things get a little interesting. For the MacBook Air, it's got the M3, so you can go 13-inch, 15-inch, good options there. I would go ahead and proceed with that. MacBook Pro is a little more of a hesitation, a little caution warning there. We are hearing some rumors that the M4 series might be coming potentially soon and could be coming with the MacBook Pro as one of the first machines to get updated, so you might want to hold off, but it really depends how much you care about that. Honestly, the M3 in this thing is a powerhouse. You're going to be super happy with it. So if you don't care about having the latest and greatest, I think you should buy. But I just do want to mention, if you are in the market for the M4 and you're willing to wait a little bit, might be worth waiting until the end of this year to see if that M4 update happens or not. iMac has also got M3, so you're good to go on that front. And then Mac Studio, it's still on the M2 family. As someone who personally is very interested in buying a Mac Studio, I am personally waiting, as much as that pains me because I really want this thing, for the M3 or the M4. If you're gonna invest that much money into one of these computers for a more professional end system, just doesn't make sense to spend all that money and then not get the latest and greatest silicon. So, and even MacBook Pro is on M3, this is still on M2. So I would probably wait on Mac Studio. We are hearing rumors about an update, so I would wait on that. Oh, then a few more I shouldn't forget. Mac Mini, $600. It's still on the M2, so you might wanna wait and see if the M4 comes to that though. M2 for Mac Mini, if you're looking for like a good home computer, not a bad buy really at all, and I'm sure there's good deals to be had on that. And then in terms of like the Mac Pro, if you're buying a Mac Pro, which I don't recommend 99% of people do, then you probably are up to date on all these rumors and you know whether now is a good time for you or not. So I'll leave it at that. I'll let you decide if you're gonna spend $7,000 on a Mac Pro. In terms of Apple Vision Pro, look, if you've got $3,500 burning a hole in your pocket and you want it, go out and buy it now because a new updated Vision Pro is likely gonna be at least a year or two away. And for the cheaper model, again, we know Apple's working on it, but probably not coming anytime soon. So if you are in the market for a Vision Pro, you can go ahead and buy now. We're hearing AirPods Gen 4 coming sometime soon, so I might wait on that unless there's a crazy good deal, which I think there are right now. So if you see a good deal, jump on the bandwagon and go for it. AirPods Pro, now is probably a good time since we're hearing that Generation 3 is still likely a year away or sometime in 2025. So if you need AirPods Pro, go for that. And then AirPods Max, I would highly encourage you not to buy those right now. We know an update is coming before the end of this year. Even though it's probably going to be a minor spec bump update, I would certainly hold off on AirPods Max. I would probably hold off on a Mac Studio for sure, maybe for MacBook Pro. And again, iPhone and Apple Watch, don't buy now because you're either going to get the new one when those come out next month or get a really good deal on one of the current generations that are about to become antiquated in just a couple of weeks. Speaking of iPhones, let's move on and talk about iPhone 16. And as we're just about a month away from the reveal, there's a whole lot we know about these phones. We know the design is basically locked in. We know the camera upgrades coming to the 16 Pro. We know the 16 Pro is gonna get some slightly larger screens. And now we know, thanks to friend of the channel and just good Apple leaker Sunny Dixon, what these phones are going to look like with their different color variations. Not sure if this is gonna be all the colors. I'm looking at the photo right here. Sunny's showing a white, black, blue, sort of teal, light greenish color, and then also pink. To my eye, these appear to be, if this is what it's gonna be, one of the more vibrant years of iPhone colors we've seen in a while. So I think if you've been looking for more of a pop of color, that's gonna be here. Notably in this photo, there is no red, there is no yellow, there is no purple. Again, I'm not sure if this is the finalized lineup or if this is all of them, but this is what we've got from our friend Sunny here. That is nice to see sort of in real life. And then also on the Pro side, we've got a white, we've got a darker black, and we've got a sort of gray or natural titanium color. Again, Apple usually tweaks their colors every single year, so this is nothing out of the ordinary. And if you sort of wanted to get a little bit of a look as to what we could be getting from the 16 lineup, this is our best look yet. So these are the colors that we should likely be seeing in just a couple of weeks from now. And then also, like I mentioned, thanks to just the myriad of different leaks and rumors and different sources, there's a lot we know about the iPhone 16 series, but as we approach sort of the finish line here, there's still a few things we critically don't know. We don't know final pricing because there's been some rumors the iPhone 16 Pro could get a little bit more expensive. We don't know what's gonna happen there or not. There have also been some rumors that all iPhone 16 phones, even the regular phones and the Pro models, would get the same processor. We don't know how that's gonna land, if that's gonna be the case, or Apple's gonna do a Pro series chip on their Pro phones and a non-Pro chip on the regular 16s. And also this very mysterious capture button, where we've heard a lot about what this could be, and we've heard some speculation as to what this could do, but we still exactly don't know what this capture button is capturing and why Apple deems it so important that it's gonna be on every single model this year. But really the big story that Apple's gonna be pushing for the iPhone 16 is going to be Apple Intelligence, because this is only going to work on the iPhone 15 Pro and above, and likely there will be some exclusive features only on the latest and greatest iPhones, starting of course with the iPhone 16. And this is a little controversial right now for a couple of reasons. One is that some believe Apple might be artificially limiting features to only work on their newer phones, sort of like what they did with Siri back in the day, but according to Apple, it's likely only going to be a technical reason that they've got to go 15 Pro or above. And also we're hearing right now that while Apple Intelligence has come out in some form in the developer beta just this past week, the larger release of Apple Intelligence might be pushed back until October. It might not actually release when the iPhone 16 releases. So you might get the iPhone 16 and Apple might show off all these amazing Apple Intelligence features at the keynote, but we might not actually get Apple Intelligence on the newer phones until like 18.0 something or 18.1 later on in the fall, maybe October or November, according to sources over at Bloomberg. Like I mentioned, some features are in the developer beta right now, so if you do want to play around with this a bit, you can get it on your phone, it's free, you can try it out, but keep in mind that not all the features are there, and also they're not really finalized. Like the new Siri animation is there, but the new Smarter Siri isn't there. There are some new features for writing assistants and mail summaries and stuff like that, but like all of the big like cross communication between all your apps and the Way Smarter system, that's not exactly there yet, so just sort of keep that in mind. All right, everybody, everybody, and that is the Apple news of the week. So I'm curious now, what are your thoughts on all this? Your thoughts on my Apple buying advice for right now? Your thoughts on the iPhone 16? Are you upgrading? Are you not upgrading? What are your thoughts sort of as we're in the home stretch of iPhone leaks and rumors? Then this is gonna start all over again with the iPhone 17. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And for those of you who stayed to the very end, first off, thank you very much. And secondly, how you doing today? You having a good day? Having a bad day? Just have to talk in the comments down below. So drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the news. Let me know how your day is going. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I am Robert Rosenfeld from the Apple Circle, and I'll see you all in the next one.